Neverending Chain by Dragon Translator. Chapter 101. I knew she lied. Morning brought a bit of a problem. In order to save space within the cavern, the adults had built one nest for all the hatchlings to sleep in. The adults also insisted that Hiccup, Astrid and Gita sleep in that nest as well, since it would be softer than the stone floor. A good idea, until one realised they needed to get up, but had 2 gronkles, 2 nightmares, 3 gronkles, and 1 zippleback hatchling laying upon them. Not to mention their intended was curled into their side with their head upon their shoulder. It also did not help the fact that it had been late when everyone finally got to sleep, due to overexcited hatchlings meeting people they had been told about since they hatched, which caused everyone to sleep a bit, it seems. Bit of a predicament there, brother? Toothless asked from the edge of the nest, though he kept his voice soft. Hiccup glared at his brother over Astrid's braid, and tried to remove the escaped strands of hair that found their way into his mouth. All without waking Astrid or the hatchlings up. Toothless chortled softly, then turned away and disappeared from view. Hiccup laid there, staring up at the cavern roof, and trying not to think how much he really needed to move right then. Toothless returned with Hookfang. Hiccup could see the amusement in the nightmare's eyes, and wondered just what Toothless had told him. Hookfang gave a soft chuff. The 2 nightmare hatchlings, curled up into a ball upon Hiccup's belly, and making the problem Hiccup faced that much worse, stirred. Hiccup gritted his teeth as the hatchlings lifted their heads and chirped up at their father. Hookfang chuffed again. This got the other hatchlings stirring as well. Hiccup closed his eyes, praying it would be over soon. The hatchlings thankfully shuffled off of Hiccup. Hookfang and Toothless aided the hatchlings over to the other side of the nest, even as the other hatchlings around all woke up and chittered before following suit. Astrid did not stir. Toothless and Hookfang, amusement still shining in their eyes, chortled. "We'll leave her to you, Alpha," Hookfang said. Hiccup glared at them again for just the principle of it. The 2 dragons disappeared from view again. Hiccup then set about gently removing his arm from under Astrid, trying extremely hard not to wake her. He had found that in the Great Hall during that snowstorm, that unless the matter was dire or involved new people doing stupid things, Astrid did not like to be awakened suddenly. She still got grouchy, even if the matter was urgent, but would always calm as soon as she knew the situation. The matter seemed highly urgent to Hiccup, but she did not think so. At least not enough to forgive him for rudely awakening her, especially after so little sleep the night before. "I'm awake," the sleepy voice murmured. "The hatchlings walking all over me woke me up." "Sorry," Hiccup whispered. "It's okay, Hiccup. Go. We are not really needed when you return. I want my pillow back." Hiccup smiled as he eased out of the edge of the nest. "As my lady requests," he said before rushing out of the cave and finding some rock outcropping as far away from prying eyes as possible. He reached the ice, but knew the one he had come for was not there yet. Not yet. His wings tucked against white scales. He dove. He heard the alerts, the alarms. He landed. Snow eaters stared at him. Tiny ice spitters regarded him from perches higher up on the rock. Ice shooters stared from the sides of the mountain. He did not move. Presently, one of the tiny ice spitters scurried out into an opening behind it. He waited. The alpha of the nest would come. He knew. He would be patient. He would always be patient. He flew over the island, noting the number of dragons and seeing the hatchlings rushing around the paws of their parents. He saw his target. He frowned. Another windshrieker stood next to his target, male from the scent of him, and not from any nest he knew. No matter. Not his target. The bigger dragon. He held the information. He would reveal her location. She ran, but he would find her. She was his, and his alone. He flew on. He would watch. He would wait. He was not foolish enough to demand his answers and teach his target a lesson about hiding his mate right then. Not while parents were guarding their hatchlings. He was not foolish enough to endanger the young of so many nests. He might be the son of a high-ranked hunter back home, but the elder would take a pound of his scales if she knew he harmed any hatchlings. The alpha would be cross that he enraged the other nests that would demand retribution over his actions. Even she was not worth that hassle. Her head lifted, her nostrils flared. A scent that rested in the back of her mind played in the wind. She glanced at the others with her. All three had their heads lifted as well. It seemed they smelled something they remembered too. 3 heads turned to the cliff far above and to the south of the island. She frowned. The scent from her memory blew from that direction. She blinked. They had said a wind shrieker had raised them. Could it be he? Could they be the reason for his absence? She frowned. That made no sense. He was not with them when she found them watching over the 2 spike throwers and 2 rock biters that let the 3 stay with them in their den. The sand spitter stood. "Where are you going?" she asked. "I know that scent, but she said he was dead. She swore he would never return. I knew she lied. She always lied. I must go. I must know. I lost him once. I will not lose him again. I will come with you," she said, standing. She had to know as well. "You others stay here." "No," the flameskins said, also standing. "We must know too," the spike thrower added, standing as well. She sighed, but turned to the rockbiters, who were watching over their hatchlings, as well as the spike throwers' hatchlings as well, as the spike throwers were hunting fish for all of them. "We'll be back." "I understand," the male said. 4 wings flared. 4 dragons rose. They flew along the side of the island until they reached a sheer cliff. Above. The scent was stronger from above. They rose, cleared the edge of the cliff, and shifted to a hover. She stared down, eyes wide. It was him! She had found him! The 3 with her cried in joy and landed. They were met with curious stares from all the dragons. The sand spitter, though, paid them no mind. He rushed at her brother, her long-lost brother, and nuzzled against him. "I knew she lied," the sand spitter said. "I knew you wouldn't have been killed by those humans. Nothing can take out my dad." End of chapter. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Aww! Little reunion. So I think, if memory serves, that's Toothless's sister POV at the end. And his 3 sons. Aww. And also, oh boy, something's coming to a head quite soon. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Like, comment and subscribe and hit that bell to get notified for whenever I upload a new video. Have a good day, night, or whatever time zone you're in. Bye my guys, gals and non-binary pals. I'll see you in another video. Take care.